What is up, guys? CraftingDead here, and we are back with another video. Now, this is not a new series, so don't worry, we're not starting up some random series. This is a mod spotlight, and I'm not feeling too well, but I figured I would make a video, so if I sound a little bit different, you know why. So, we have something called CraftingDead Cure installed. And it's not your average mod. You don't install it by downloading a mod pack. Well, you can. Well, you do download a mod pack. So you need the Technic launcher to do this. Well, this is the easiest way. I recommend this over anything else. You download the Technic launcher. It's really easy to do. I think about 99% of you will know about the Technic launcher. And if you don't, I will show you how to download that near the end of the video. So we're going to do a proper mod spotlight here today. So the reason I'm starting out on the title screen and instead of in a game is because there's actually a new feature. So we'll call this world Mod Spotlight or something like that. You're going to want it on survival, unless you're planning on building like a super amazing zombie surviving base. Anyway, so here's where it really starts. So you can start off with some stuff if you want. But the world type, this is what we're going to want to look at. If you keep clicking it, you'll come to something called CD Cure. And this is the world type required to spawn you into the zombie apocalypse. Now, I do recommend bonus chests because these zombies are strong. Like 6 hearts of damage, kind of strong. So I'll start off. We'll create a world here. And damn it, I didn't bring my drink in here. I'm sad now. But no worry, I've got you guys. So as you can see, we are now wow, floating in the middle of nowhere. But while this is loading, if you can see up there in the top right corner, there's something called CraftingDead Cure and then my username, which got hacked. Players killed, zombies killed, and water level, blood, humanity, ammo. So here's what it looks like. You spawn into either a deserted land or a wasteland or a frozen land, something like that. But then there will be these little structures that spawn all over the place, pretty much like really all over the place. And then these little piles right here, they're called loot. So you right click these and it gives you whatever. And there's a scale. There's like, you can find pretty much anything. So I will set up a little mod review station and I'll be back, so do not go anywhere. We're back. So I set this up and we'll start with the guns. So there are these guns. We got the M4A1, the G36, AK-47, M9, Glock 21, Glock 18, Remington, AS-50, Lee Enfield, MP5, the M1014, and the M240. So each weapon has its own like suppressor, red dot, ACOG, and then 6x scope. So let's say we want to, so the machine guns like this cannot have a scope, but the machine guns can have ACOGs, red dots, and suppressors. Just like the AS-50 is a sniper rifle, it can have the scope and the suppressor, but it has a lower rate of fire. And each gun also has its respective ammo. So like all these guns have their rightful ammo, as you can see here. I'll show you a demonstration like the M4A1. We want to get its ammo, and then we want to get maybe a suppressor, because every time you shoot a bullet, it'll pretty much attract all the zombies around you. So you really want a suppressor at all times to stay alive. Let's put on an ACOG. So we'll grab a crafting table real quick. Now this is really, really freaking cool. So we'll put the M4A1 with, actually I don't think you can have both on these. So we'll put the ACOG on there first. And then we'll see if we can put suppressor on there also. Oh, you can put ACOG and suppressed, yes, okay. So here's our M4A1. Now you can set up these controls however you want. So you go to CraftingDead options. You can go gun zoom, reload, set up your buttons however you want. Now, I have gun zoom R just because it's easier. But look at this. That is sick. And you can also hold your breath like that. Well, whatever you put your button at, you can hold your breath and shoot long range. So say that guy over there, he's like the only zombie in sight, and we don't want to, so we're just gonna take him out here. Here we go. Unsuspecting zombies. Of course, I'm in creative, so we're gonna take these guys out here. Now, since I'm also on creative, I don't run out of bullets ever. But eventually you will, and you'll have to press F, and you'll have to reload your gun. But look at all these zombies that have spawned over here. So let's take them out. They just keep spawning. Oh god, look. Freaking butt ton of zombies over here. But this mod is really awesome. Because look at, it's like kick and everything. Look, if I just hold this down, it'll kick up. It's like really realistic shooting. Although, this mod is a work in progress. There's still a lot to be added. I want to hold my breath here, but you still get a lot of kicks. So you want to hip fire, or not hip fire, just tap fire. Whatever. Anyway, put our M4A1 back in there. And say we want to use the AS50. We want a scope on there. Ooh, Jesus, that probably just attracted everything. So here's our scoped. This is just plain cool right here. Look at this. Just bam, 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 bam. Look, you can also quick scope with this thing. Let's go find somebody to quick scope. Look at that guy. Alright, I can do it. Nope. Nope. There we go. If we get it. Alright, you gotta be a little bit closer because there is a bullet spread. It's really realistic shooting. I really like it. It's pretty cool. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, does the leaves block my bullets? Look at this. Sorry for the sound. It's probably really loud. And that's how you take out a horde of zombies. Oh my god. Quick scope these fools. Drag scope. Drag scope. Drag scope. Drag scope. Nope, not gonna happen. Okay. So we've had our fun there. Now, let's move on to these. So you'll find these piles like this in these kind of buildings. There's a bunch of different types of buildings. There's two-story ones. There's towers. Just, yeah, you can see a different one over there if I can zoom in. And they come in this order. So white is common. This one's a little bit uncommon. Then rare. Then very rare. And then, whoops, we lost a block here. We have a medical loot. So these are all different. This dark green one is military, which will strictly give you like a random weapon and maybe some ammo. And this is the red dot sight if you're wondering. And each gun, of course, does different damage and has its different ranges and stuff like that, and different kick. So experiment with the weapons that you like most. So we'll give you an example of what's in each pile. So here's the common, probably just a bandage. Oh, we got some morphine, which is pretty rare. We got that from the medium. Then very rare, or rare, just rare, we got a shotgun. So we don't shoot that. And here's very rare. Wow, we got guns from those. That's pretty rare that we get guns. Usually we get those from the military loot. So here's medical. We can get med packs and stuff like that. You use them up and whatever we want to do. M4A1, suppress, scope. Sorry, just kind of wanted to do that. Okay, so here's the melee weapons. We'll just throw these up in here. You can get the melee weapons from any kind of loot stash, and each one of these does different damage. You can kind of experiment and see what you like the best. Say I want to get a chainsaw here. Of course, it's broken, so it's not gonna work the way we want it to. So we're gonna have to do melee chopping style. Check this out here. It's a little bit tedious if you wanted to take out a whole just pack of zombies here. As you can see, it's not that effective. Ooh, he dropped an apple. So zombies also drop random items. So they might drop maybe a red dot sight, or maybe a med pack, or some water, or something like that. So you may want to experiment, see what you like best. The katana is pretty good. I keep forgetting I can't break them out of there. Just destroying the mod. Look at this. The samurai sword is pretty good. I think it's 2 shots. Yeah. So just experiment with what you want, and this one's got a little bit extra range. Anyway, let's move on to the support. So here's assault, here's support. So this is where it, well, never mind. There's grenades in here. And all of this stuff can be found in chests, except the armor packs. You get the armor packs by doing special things like killing a couple of zombies, breaking your leg, and fixing your leg. And this camo can be made with camouflage clothing, or clothing, which can be found in loot. So if you get the road flare, you can just kind of, well, that's bugged. The road flare is supposed to work. Maybe it's because I'm in creative. Whatever, it attracts zombies, just like the sound grenade. So if we get the sound grenade, throw it over that way, it'll attract zombies that way, or that way, or that way, or anyway. But also, since I'm on creative, it doesn't seem to want to work with me. But it does. So say you're in like a huge group of zombies, but they don't see you yet. So you just want to like secretly throw a grenade that way. They'll run towards that, and then you can run for the hills to your next safe haven. So next, we have the regular just grenade, which can be found in military loot stashes. So they say there's a pack of zombies following you, and you're just running for your life. And then whip out your grenade, throw it down, and then in a few seconds, bam, unsuspecting zombie is dead. Unless they're like this, the super powerful kind of zombie. So let's just own this guy. Make sure he dies. He's gone. Alright, let's move on from our little grenade happy moment. So you get blood bags, full and empty. If they're empty, they're pretty useless. But these are very useful if they're full. So say you've been hit by a zombie, you broke your leg or something, and oh my god, look at this guy. It's me. It's me. You're dead. So say you're low on blood and you're about to die. So you just hold right click, and then bam, it empties your blood bag, and then you just transfer blood to yourself. But you'll continue bleeding unless you use something called the bandage. The bandage is what keeps you alive. So you'll hold the bandage like this, and then bam, it'll slow your bleeding, or may even stop it, considering on how bad you're bleeding. Let's just, oh god. There we go. If maybe it doesn't want to work like that. Time set 0. Oh, now it's coming up. Okay, so next thing is the med pack. This, if you're just damaged, you can just hold that down and then bam, refills your health. Pretty useful. Depending on, oh god, I wasn't supposed to do that. So we'll just separate those. Morphine. Morphine completely cancels out pain. So let me just take care of these real quick. And then I'll do this and set to 0/game mode 0. And then bam, I broke my leg. I would want to use my morphine, and then bam, I'm all better again. Before I die here, bam. Now they're all going to come after me. Anyway, as you can see, you've been healed by the morphine. Water, of course, you have water levels. As you can see, the little blue bar right around here. That'll slowly go down, and you're going to want to drink water like this. And then bam, it should fill it ever so slowly. Next, you got protein bars, soda cans, which pretty much do the same thing. But then you've got your empty water canteen, which you can always come fill up at the local river. And then bam, more water, and it's pretty useful. I think it's got 5 uses, and then you have to refill it again. Alright, so let's move on to the armors. So the armors can be found by doing certain tasks, and they're all of different uses. And they all look pretty cool. As you can see, I look like a guy who's protecting the survivors in a military pack or whatever. So these just give you extra armor, make the zombies not do as much damage to you. Pretty standard armor. Then you've got the bandit, which increases your speed by a little bit. You can move a little bit faster, but of course I'm in creative, so these boosts don't affect me. And then finally you've got the camo. And the camo just pretty much makes you invisible to zombies. You can just hide out as long as you're not moving. So as you can see, the little eyeball that's right around this area is not moving at all. They cannot see me whatsoever, but they can hear me. So you see that little ear, how it moves? If you sneak, they're not going to be able to hear you as well. But then if you start running and jumping, that bar increases and they can hear you and they start chasing you. But as long as they can't see you, that gives you a little bit extra protection and time to slip away from the zombie horde. So that's pretty much it in this mod. So now we're going to go grab our shotgun and just go haywire on these guys. So actually, no, I don't want to grab a shotgun. Let's throw everything in the chest. And let's grab our... Oh yeah, check this thing out. Oh. Everything. Let's fly. Just wreck shop. So much fun. As you can see, closer up does more damage. Just own everything close up. And as you can see there, he dropped 2 water bottles. So next, and the final thing is the tent. But the tent does not seem to work with me right now. I tried it in survival also. Didn't want to work. I think it is a brand new mod pack or a newer mod pack that's pretty recent. And what are you doing? Face. Get out. And as you can see, guns also do damage to stuff like this. It destroys everything on the wall. It can destroy your house, burn it down if you're not careful. Set trees on fire, but it's not too far away. So anyway, next thing I'm going to show you is how to install Technic and install this mod pack. So don't get anywhere. My English so good. Don't go anywhere. Won't be long. Okay, so this is the... If you type in Technic, it'll pretty much bring it up, but I'll put the exact link down in the description below. So here it is, www.technicpack.net, and that's just it, www.technicpack.net. And then what you want to do is you want to come over to here and click download, and then of course click your build, or not build, click your operating system, whatever you have, and then it should download for you. And then if you want to download mod packs, you just go to mod packs and then browse mod packs, and then look right here. You can pick pretty much anything out, but some are better than others. I would say CraftingDead, Galactic Craft mod pack. So click whatever you want, and here it is, right here, the CraftingDead mod pack. So all you want to do is click copy there, and then we'll come out and we'll go into our Technic launcher, and then you want to go to add pack. And then paste, and then bam, you got it. Just click add mod pack, but since I already have it, it's all good. So we'll just launch here. Then as you can see, if it'll ever load, I don't think it's gonna load today. But there you go, that's how you download Technic. Pretty short. You got a whole view of my desktop. Hooray. Oh, hiccup. I'll just go into full screen here. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like and a comment below. And go check out this mod pack. It is pretty cool. There's a lot to it. And there's a lot not to it. Like I said, it's pretty new. They'll be adding more guns, weapons. They'll make tents work. They'll be adding more structures. It is actually not just fairly new, really new. And of course, if you want to go check out their server, you can. Not going to really advertise. Well, I am advertising. I'm telling you to download their pack. But whatever. Go download it. It's really cool. Maybe I'll see you on the server sometime. Ah, it crashed again. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. This has been Crushing Skies. Crush out. See you next time.